Hello, everyone. It's Lisa, and it is about 12:22 or so on the 22nd of July, and I am sitting here under a tree, a beautiful poplar tree, and I thought that I would connect with you here and have you join me today and take some nice deep breaths. So today I have been pondering how we deal with stress. It seems like every day there's something coming up. How we deal with stress in our everyday lives, and in particular in relationship with those closest to us. And so for myself, my closest relationship is my child, my son, my man cub, who towers above me at 17. And so, I speak from that perspective because that is the relationship that I'm engaged with actively day after day. And for the most part, it is a very loving and supportive relationship for both of us. And yet, I am a mom of a teenage son. So that makes some days more fun than others. And this morning was one of those mornings. It started off really well, and it's still early in the day. Like I said, it's just after noon here. And I'm waiting for him. He's in the dentist chair right now, or hygienist chair, getting a cleaning. And, but for a few moments, a good maybe 30 minutes or so, it got rather intensely explosive in the house, and it really came out of nowhere. And, I will admit, I lost my cool too. I often do. I'm not always calm, cool, and collected. I'm grateful, though, that at this stage of my life, it doesn't take me too long to regain my composure and to operate from a heart-centered space and a deeply grounded space. So how do we navigate those closest relationships? Because let's face it, at this time, we're all in it. Whatever we're experiencing right now, like there's the collective experience that we've got, which is this. I'm a warrior. I wear my bandana, and I do, and I really, honest to God, would prefer not to, and I say it every time I walk into a store and tie it on my head so I can feed my child and myself. Between that and asking, just everything that's being pushed right now, we're all in it. And so how do we, when we're in it, how do we bring ourselves or remain in that place of consciousness, right? Remain in that place of calm, cool, and collected. Not really allowing our feathers to be ruffled too much. And if they are ruffled, they quickly readjust, realign, and reconfigure back into their space, if you will. So for me, I found today that the best thing to do was to breathe, to remove myself from the situation, to take myself out to nature. At that particular time, it was the backyard. And to continue to just breathe through it and, get back to a place where I'm able to communicate in a non-confrontational way with my child. And as a result, Hear those cicadas? As a result of being able to do that, my child was then also able to communicate. And I have to keep in mind, as a mother of a child who has experienced much trauma in his 17 short years on this side, I have to remember that we all operate from our wound space, right? Or our healed space. It's one or the other. And when we operate from that healed space, it's much more gentle than the wound space. The wound space tends to be very aggressive, loud and forceful. So when you're in those relationships, those beautiful relationships that you have in your life, when you're in it and it becomes a little bit tense, or uptight, how can you just simply show up for yourself and be in it and create a conscious, loving, nurturing, uplifting space, so that all within your space, within relationships with you, feel safe to be who they are, to express themselves, of course, in a respectful way. And as a mom of teenagers, sometimes, like it or not, sometimes teenagers are not always respectful. And this is how they learn. And this is how we learn. And this is how we evolve. I read somewhere last week or so, what we didn't know as teenagers is that we were watching our parents grow up. And that really resonated with me. And even more so now as a mom of a teenager. So anyways, there are some ramblings from my beautiful heart to yours. I'm not even sure if I'll share this. I probably will, though, because I feel that it's really beautiful now for those of us who are able to be really raw and transparent in what we are shifting and moving through and going through as well. Because in the light of love, in the stream of the consciousness of eternal source, we are indeed all one, and together we rise. So thank you so much for showing up in my life. Thank you for allowing me to show up in yours, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. The full moon is coming, our first full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. I'll love ya tomorrow. Yeah, I started singing an Orphan Annie song to my son today. It's a hard knock life. I started singing that. I burst into song. And so that's how we can move through relationships too. Try to bring some lightness and humor as we move along. Sorry guys, I forgot my water bottle. That's why you see me. Because I'm parched. I need to go to my car and get my water bottle. Anyways, until next time, take good care of your beautiful heart and trust it, because you, above all others, know what is right and true for you. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you, bye-bye.